Today I'm going to give a report on campus violence and what we can do to be part of the solution. Campus violence is an issue that happens across the entire country, and we can be part of the solution by being a part of how the reporting process happens, being educated on how we should report, how campus security works, and how we can be a part of being helpful towards them and encouraging them to do what's right, and also educating incoming students on the safety procedures on a campus and what they can do to be safer on campus. So first I'm going to talk about reporting violence on campus. So only 11.2% of students report a rape or a sexual violence assault on campus. 4.2% of students report being stalked on a campus, and 5 robberies happen for every 4 sexual assaults on campus. Only 20% of all violence on campus is reported. Title IX has become socially popular. It's a gender equality statute that states that colleges must disclose violence on campuses in order to continue receiving federal funding. And this is important because if a school violates this and refuses to report an assault or a violence, then they will lose the funding. So consent issues are usually what prevents somebody from reporting. They're worried that if they were drunk, or if what they were wearing, or if they have done such activities before, that they can't say that an attack had happened on them. But that's not true. The only way to consent is yes. So next I'm going to talk about campus security. So 86% of campus security is allowed to make arrests off campus. So if the assault even occurred off campus and some people may be worried about reporting, there's still authority from campus security to take action. 70% of campus security have memorandums of understandings with the local law enforcement. And a memorandum of understanding is a agreement between the two law enforcements that the same standards will be upheld according to the laws that they have set out. For your institutions with 2,500 plus students, 75% of them employ armed guards. So there should be no worry that a campus security can handle the situations that are at hand. Campus security officers are required to report to their institution the campus security on campus, and they also can only report if a student reports specifically to them. If they overhear it in the hallways, if somebody else tells them about it, they're not allowed to report it. They have to report it only if you tell them. So this should encourage students to tell campus security if something has happened to them. Campus security is also not allowed to determine if a crime has taken place. It must be investigated, so if you think that campus security won't take you seriously, it has to be investigated. So this is another reason why you should report, because they have to take steps to investigate whether the crime happened. You won't be just brushed off. So the next topic I'm going to talk about is educating the future students so that they will be prepared for what is to come, and so they can be vigilant and help stop campus violence. So there's grants offered to institutions if they put in place strategies and programs to prevent and respond to campus violence. This is kind of an incentive so that they feel as though they will take this more seriously, because the school will receive money for scholarships and other programs if they put in programs that teach students how to be vigilant, in campus violence. There's some risk reduction strategies for preventing campus violence, and those are knowledge, awareness, and self-defense skills. If you know about the problem, you can stay away from it. If you're aware of what's going on, you can stay from it. And self-defense can help you prevent something that's happening to you. There's also bystander prevention strategies, and this is more for people who are witnessing something that may not seem right. And so this is to change the social norms that accept violence. We should empower men and women to stand up and intervene when they see violence or an assault or a sexual assault going on. If we make it acceptable to report these things, then people won't feel uncomfortable reporting it when they see it happening. We need to really enforce the laws against violence. If you say that this is what happens when you do this, that needs to be enforced. There's some effective programs by the CDC that have helped, and one of them is Safe Dates. It's for 8th to 9th graders to prevent emotional, physical, and sexual assault in adolescent relationships. And if we start this sooner, then when they reach college age, they'll be able to know that that's not acceptable. There's also another one called Shifting Boundaries, which reduces incidence and prevalence of dating violence and sexual harassment for middle school students. This is also important because, same as what I said before, we need to prevent it before it starts happening. And by the time you reach college, you would know this is not right. There's also Real Consent, which is to reduce sexual violence perpetration behaviors among college men using a bystander-based modem that draws on social, cognitive, and social norms. This one is really important because college-aged men and women is where most of these violences occur. So if we can educate people on those at the college age, hopefully they will respond well to them. In conclusion, we can be part of the solution if we just follow, the guidelines and be vigilant. This doesn't have to be an issue in the country anymore. We can be the solution, and we can help end campus violence. Thank you.